village, and we have assembled our own mini village of political leaders here who are
stories like that are percolating everywhere in the world. And
we will make history again, because later this year, the first woman chair in office of the Commonwealth will be handed over to the second woman chair in office of the Commonwealth. To Australia.
Somebody once taught me the phrase ladder up or ladder down. And that as women, we have to make the choice about whether we continue to push the ladder down and enable the girls and women who will follow us to be able to climb up the ladder. More importantly, to make the ladder go lower and lower and lower, so the climb becomes easier and easier, and they can get onto the ladder. And too often, we still see in our societies that it's harder and more difficult, if you're a woman, to be able to succeed. It's more challenging, there are more criticisms, there are more hurdles you have to get over, and there are more chances that you have to take.
And it's not okay that girls and women have the highest incidence of HIV. We can build on these things, and we can have sustainable development. And so I say it is not okay.
When I became High Representative, I sat in a room with 27 foreign ministers of the European Union. There were 27 men. Somebody said to me, Cathy, how does it feel to be with 27 foreign ministers? And I said, what does it matter? I'm in charge.
it is not out of fashion. It has not been overtaken by events. It cannot be.
That is sport, I'd like to do it again. And to ask you, is there a glass?
When I've travelled in Egypt and in Tunisia, and I'll be in Tunisia again next week, one of the things that's extremely, well, just wonderful to see is how women are engaging in every aspect of their societies, from civil society through to the potential for candidates for elections, and we've paid tribute to what Tunisia has already done. But it is very, very important that we continue to support them financially as well as politically, because that's what's going to make the difference. And it's again why it's part of all of the programs that we've developed in the European Union for our neighbourhood.
Thank you very much, Lady Ashton. Now from the EU, we turn to the UN, which under the leadership
Security is, in my view, always linked to democracy and functioning institutions. Governance, the rule of law, a functioning criminal justice system are all critical. We've addressed these vital issues, especially in the strategies that the European Union has put together for the Sahel and for the Horn of Africa. And I think today's discussions have already made that very clear, the link between these institutions and democracy and the ability to fight terrorism.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to begin by thanking all of you for not only your presence at this event, but the extraordinary participation we've had today, both in numbers, in intent.
We should promote regional law enforcement and judicial cooperation. Here I think the European Union has some experience that it could share with countries engaged with looking at this, and we recognise the importance of getting that regional cooperation in law enforcement and between the judiciary that can make a big difference. Sixthly and finally, we need to focus more on prevention of terrorism by examining and addressing the conditions that are conducive to its spread, by raising awareness and by working with media and education programs. I think under your leadership, Mr. President, there was a great deal of support for having shown that achievement,
Yeah,
of building that,
yeah, yeah.
the institutions ready, and of the strong state able to function. Without
For that we are seeking the state, and we believe that we deserve it.